Welcome to Historic Railroad Avenue, guys, here in Wilcox, Arizona. So we have one person. Hey, I eat your broccoli. How you doing? All right, man. Friends of Code, Druzy. What's up, y'all? All right. You have nothing hidden in your sleeve today, huh? Oh, that's that's how they do stuff around here. They've taken the other pieces. There's some small pieces that were just right over here, but uh, I guess they're already doing probably making the pieces to the playground. But yeah, they should throw them on a truck or something and take them somewhere. Yeah, I mean it was 100, close to 100. I'll just say it's close to 100 because I thought it was at least 93 years old, but somebody else said it was 100. So, but yeah, it was pretty old, and from what the city said, they said it was rotten out inside. So, Smo Diego, welcome in, man. I appreciate you dropping by. Just give me a one, guys, if you guys can hear it pretty good, because the wind is kind of blowing right now. So, just wondering if I might have to talk a little louder. All right, cool. Without further ado, go ahead and get right into it, guys. This is chapter 3, The Rogue of the Mascot Mine, guys. Let me see. All right. Yeah, because no matter which way I try to get it, it's just blowing right in here. So we'll go ahead and get started. In 1857, a stage station was built by the San Antonio and San Diego stage lines, Butterfield Overland, and UL Springs. By the time Fort Bowie was established 4 years later, the station had been destroyed by Apache Indians in the area. In 1864, the first American mining claims appeared to have been filed by 17 soldiers and prospectors. During the 1870s, the town grew. There was a barber shop, brewery, general store, brickyard, hotel, blacksmith, 3 saloons, a stamp mill for roll ore, and a population population of approximately 300 people. A post office was established on April 8, 1879, and the name of the town was changed to Dos Cabezas. Dos Cabezas, two heads in the Spanish translation. It was named after two bald peaks in the Dos Cabezas mountain range, which is just to my left. Located on the east side of the Sulphur Springs Valley, another stage station was built by the National Mail and Transportation Company in 1884. Thomas McCauley was the owner of the Dos Cabezas Mascot Mine. The property is now known as Dos Cabezas Spirit and Nature Retreat. McCauley, to some, known to some as an angel and to others as a rogue, called the property the Hospitality House. Here McCauley wined and dined prospective clients who brought worthless shares in this worthless copper mine. Entry to the Dos Cabezas Mascot Mine lent credence to Mark Twain's description that a mine is a hole in the ground with a liar at the other end. Dos Cabezas prospered well into the 20th century as a transportation center and mining town. People mined for about 80 years there. As people mined for about 80 years here. Some of the richest mines on the gold-bearing ledge near the town were the Silver Cave, Greenhorn, and Murphy. However, when the mines closed, the businesses and settlers started leaving. By 1960, Dos Cabezas was well on its way to becoming a ghost town, and the post office officially closed on January 31st, 1960. Just a second, guys. I'll show you where the Dos Cabezas Mountains are. To get a better view. That is the Dos Cabezas Mountains, guys. Alright. Alright, get back to it. Hey, tapatíos. ¿Qué pasó, amigo? Alright. The entry to the Dos Cabezas Mascot Mine lent credence to Mark Twain's description that a mine is a hole in the ground with a liar at the other end. It was a worthless mine. The Copper Handbook of 1908 mentioned that a mysterious man by the name M. Page, accompanied by a mining engineer, had appeared on the Dos Cabezas scene. M. Page was actually Thomas McCauley. Soldiers getting to make mining claims. Believe so. Everyone was thoroughly encouraged by the burning of the bond that indicated that the mine was clear of debt. Thomas and Macaulay brought a bevy of beautiful secretaries from Chicago. The local cowboys were enchanted with the ladies and decided there had to be a dance. The ladies decided they had to have baths before attending the dance. However, scarcity of water was a problem. The Engineering Mining Journal Press wrote, "Now one of the problems at this property is a scarcity of water. Only about 20 gallons per minute are available." But the New York stenographers knew nothing about water scarcity. The girls took a bath and went to the dance. Had a swell time too, they say, but the mine had to shut down until the tanks were replenished. It is understood that there is an opening for an efficiency engineer who can figure out a plan to provide baths for the stenographers and supply enough water to keep the mine going at the same time. Problem is most serious on Saturday night. So on Saturday night, yeah. Hey, Toe for Life, welcome. Good to have you here. A small wagon train hauls ore from the Mascot mine. The mine did produce ore not nearly enough to cover the millions that Macaulay fleeced from his stockholders. He gave grand banquets in places like San Francisco to encourage investment, but the investors saw a dividend or even a share of stock. There was enough money in the town to hire a teacher and open the Dos Cabezas school. Still, the town watched carefully when Macaulay bought it, brought in important investors and herded them into the local newspaper office to expound on the value of the Mascot mine. Miners take a break to have their picture taken in front of the Mascot Copper Company. Stockholders were becoming disillusioned, but Macaulay calmed them down by saying great mines always take time to develop. The Mascot Copper Company pushes for stock sales ended just before World War I. The Central Copper Company was formed to acquire the Elmo mine and to assume the Mascot Copper's holdings when the lease that company had with the American Smelting and Refining Company was surrendered. It operated copper mines on the southwestern slopes of the Dos Cabezas Mountains. A rail line from the mine to the main rail line at Wilcox was completed in 1950 and ore was shipped to El Paso for smelting. The Mascot continued to operate under a lease and the two mines operated until 1930. Total production, chiefly copper, amounted to about 800,000. The property was then sold to ASARCO, which after 9 months was returned to its owners. Jose Luis, what's up, brother? Oh wow, damn, that was a short one. Shoot, might as well do four then. Thomas N. Macaulay moved to Tucson, where he started a securities company which managed to fleece even more stockholders. One lady described him as a fine Christian gentleman, but most referred to him as the rogue of the Mascot mine. He was last seen on a yacht outside the 3 mile limit near San Francisco and is supposed to have died shortly thereafter in that city. No one has ever tried it or indicted for any of his schemes. Most of the secretaries stayed in Arizona and married the cowboys they had met at their first dance. So we'll get into chapter 4 here, guys. A gunfight at the OK Corral, chapter 4. I know that chapter 3 was kind of short. The soldiers from Fort Huachuca who were scouting the desert asked Ed Schieffelin, "What are you looking for?" The crusty prospector, with his long flowing mane and piercing black eyes, tersely muttered one word: "Gold." The soldiers laughed and said, "All you'll find here is your tombstone." Schieffelin discovered not gold, but a rich mother lode of silver. When his brother Al called him a lucky cuss, Ed named his first claim the Lucky Cuss. Prospectors swarmed into the tent city of Tombstone. Other silver strikes included the Tough Nut, the Grand Central, and the Contention, each richer than the one before. Tombstone sprang up almost overnight with gunslingers, miners, rowdy house girls, gamblers, and a variety of persons of dubious reputation. Hey, thank you, Friends of Code. I appreciate that, man. Around the clock, the batwing doors of the saloon swung open and shut while glasses clinked and the chips kept changing hands. Cattle rustling and stagecoach robbing became popular sports. Through legends and the gunfight at the OK Corral, Tombstone secured its place in Western history. Even today, Tombstone capitalizes on its lurid reputation. Nevertheless, early Tombstone had many upstanding, respectable citizens. Reverend Endicott Peabody established a church which still stands. Nellie Cashman, the angel of Tombstone, never turned anyone away hungry from her restaurant, and miners were ready to pull a gun on a stranger who dared criticize her cooking. Today, visitors can dine at the Nellie Cashman secure that the gunfight is only a reenactment. Maybe. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. I'm glad that people are like that. They're not the type to turn anybody away from a meal or something like that. That's very heartwarming to have people like that. Tombstone's legends added much to the popularity of the town. Many were created in the saloons and the Birdcage Theater. Once an Eastern dude wandered into a tombstone and said, "Why this town isn't tough? I thought this was supposed to be a tough town." A quiet hush fell over the gathering as a tombstoner reached into his pocket, pulled out a rattlesnake, and without a word threw it on the floor in front of the dude. Oh shit. With a grandiose herald, the stranger departed Tombstone. Damn. They put that guy to the test. They threw that damn rattlesnake on the ground there. Pictured here are the images of the colorful characters that made Tombstone a memorable place. In 1879, the Arizona Daily Star reported that Contention City would soon rival Tombstone in importance. It got its name from the constant squabbling among investors. D.T. Smith and John McDermott sold lots, and on March 4th, 1880, the Star reported that Contention City was a landscape for the pencil and fancy of an Italian painter. Three stamp mills served the mines, and the first passenger train reached town on January 10th, 1882. This is a view of the Contention Consolidated Mine, which acquired some of the most valuable Tombstone mining property for a mere $10,000. The mine failed, however, when underground water flooded the works. Yep. That's it. That one was still funny, throwing the rattlesnake on the ground. My guy that this town is tough, but son of a bitch jump. When many were advised to go west to find their fame and fortune, Tombstone advertised that it would take east on its stagecoach. The trip would be miserable as the lured over rocky, treacherous roads and passengers were strapped in with early seat belts. They would pause for refreshment at the stage stops and hope that they would get through the trip without being attacked by highwaymen or Native Americans. No animal is more closely associated with the colorful mining of the Southwest than the burro. Prospectors were very careful with how they packed their animal. The little burro might willingly carry a heavy load, but would kick up a storm and become ornery, lazy, stubborn, and many words not fit to print if the packing was unbalanced. Hey, Rosie Things! Welcome in. Tents, mining gear, and food were usually packed on the animals using a diamond hitch. Boy, man, they could them burros, man, they could take a beating there with them loads there. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm just checking something real quick. I don't know how many chapters I said that were in here, but it looks like there might be one more. Yes, yes, Rosie. All right. Yeah, I think there might be one more chapter that I don't know. I thought there was five. Yeah, yeah, friends. That's what I thought too. And the book looks a little like it has another chapter in it. Let me check here. Maybe they misprinted here. Yeah, it says five. I guess the last chapter is a pretty long one. All right. Two prospectors are setting out from the Tombstone Livery Stable, most certainly hopeful that on this day they will find their fortune. Note that each man carries guns, a blanket, water with him. One donkey carries only their prospecting gear, food, and pots and pans for cooking. The burros have a sad, gentle expression, almost as if they know it will be another day of fruitless searching. It's the guy on the cover of the book. These donkeys are like, damn, here we go again. Fires are common in frontier towns such as Tombstone. Most of these towns depended on volunteer firefighters but had a poor water supply. On June 22, 1881, a fire destroyed much of Tombstone's business district. With no water to put out the fire, buildings in the fire's path were dynamited to slow the engulfing flames. Tombstone citizens blamed Marshal Ben Sippy for not controlling the looting that followed the fire, and Virgil Earp, the senior deputy, was soon appointed marshal, a move that further antagonized the clans. On May 25, 1882, another fire devastated Tombstone, again destroying Tombstone's business district, including the OK Corral. Here the men are waiting for the insurance adjuster to arrive. Wow. Yeah, man. Especially with a lot of these towns like that, man. They didn't have all the necessary supplies and water and shit. From the first book that I read about Wilcox, man, they were throwing a lot out there. Like some of these buildings were taken out by fire, so can't really see much on here. It's a little blurry. Um, okay, we're already on 5 here, guys. So let me check real quick because they might have missed a chapter in here. Bear with me, guys. I'm just checking this last chapter. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yeah, there's quite a few pages on this last chapter. Wow. That one we'll have to save for tomorrow, guys. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be quite the read, guys. Look at that. That's chapter 5. Yeah, tomorrow we'll continue chapter 5. That's gonna be the last chapter for this one. I do thank you guys for jumping in. AJ, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, man, they saved the best for last, I guess. So that last chapter is gonna be quite a few pages. All right, hey, that's no problem. Just make sure you hit that like button, guys, if you haven't already. I appreciate you guys jumping in, showing all the support and love for one another. And we'll be back out here tomorrow. Hopefully there is no rain. Last night I came out I came out up over here just for a ride. I seen the lightning and thunder all around. I didn't pay no mind to it. But I ended up getting drenched, believe it or not. I was heading down Maley and I could hear the like getting closer, man. And it was just I was getting really nervous. Yeah, the wind and the rain was all just coming just really fast. And I could hear it. And I didn't even make it home. I just ended up stopping at a residence there, and the folks had a Ring doorbell camera. And luckily, the guy's house that I stopped at, he jumped on the camera there and started talking to me. And he works at the Family Dollar, so I know who he is. But yeah, I was pretty lucky, man. And I almost started panicking. Shit, 'cause that all that rain just hit me right in the face, and I was just super wet, man, just soaked. Yeah, I tried to. Believe me, I tried. But if I couldn't go any further, and I was already drenched, so yeah. Um, well, with that being said, guys, I appreciate all of you. I will be back here tomorrow, most likely the same time. Uh, Actually, no. I mean, with that rain that just hit us yesterday, it was just here and it drenched us real quick and then left. So actually, rain has been pretty good. I mean, we could use some more, but you never know. But I want to say thank you guys, friends in code, Rosie Things, Tapatios. Yeah, yeah, brother. Yeah, I pretty much do. I mean, it's not a very big town, but everybody sees me and everybody sees me filming and stuff, so everybody's pretty cool. Anon Mouse, AJ, Jose Luis, everybody. Tour for life. Yeah. I do have a Cash App, guys. It's in the About section, or the link should be still in chat. If you guys can donate a little bit, it don't matter how much, just anything. Just go towards drinks, snacks, bike parts or whatever. But hey, Cammed Up Caveman. Hey, you just missed out, man. But I'll set my video to public, and you'll be able to watch it after I shut off the live stream. But I appreciate you dropping in. Make sure you hit that like button, guys, and much love. It's Jose G over here in Wilcox, Arizona, on historic Railroad Avenue. Yeah, there's the link, guys, if you guys can. You don't have to, but anything helps. Peace out, guys.